let's look at what is written when it comes to, hey, can I just go date someone who's not born again? Is that God's will for me? If there's somebody here who has been praying, God, I really like this person. Is this God's will for me? I want to know. It's a very important decision in your life, my friend, being in a relationship or getting married. So let's look at what is written. So do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Okay, what's yoke? Because you and me need to know that, my friend, because some of us don't understand, don't be unequally yoked, and we just keep skipping. But what is a yoke? You see two oxen being yoked. You see the wooden piece in between? Yes? Now I want you to notice something very, 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 very interesting. Where is the yoke placed, my friend? Where is the yoke placed? You see it is placed on the neck. And notice it is placed between two like animals of equal strength. You see that? It's not placed between an ox and a weaker animal. Is it like that? No. You see two same like animals with equal strength. Now, unequally yoked is when you find an ox with a donkey by the side and not another ox. That yoke is now placed on the ox and on the donkey. Now, take a minute and sit down and think what will happen to the donkey as well as the ox. Definitely the donkey, the weaker animal, is going to hurt its neck. Because the donkey is not used to this, my friend. The donkey is not used to carrying a yoke on its back. Whereas the ox is used to carrying a yoke on its back. Is that correct? And not only that, both the ox and the donkey are not going to travel much. Why? Because they are not like-minded. When the donkey wants to stop, the ox wants to continue. When the ox wants to turn left, the donkey wants to turn right. And it's going to be chaotic, right? Because they have a center yoke in between these two that is connecting them. In the process, the donkey is going to get hurt big time. The weaker one is going to get hurt big time. No doubt on that. But do you notice? The load is going to get heavier for the ox. The weight is unequally balanced. The pressure is going to be more on the ox. You understand what I'm trying to say, my friend? And that is exactly why Paul, now you read what Paul says, my friend, in 2 Corinthians 6. Do not be unequally yoked together with an unbeliever, because in the process, definitely the unbeliever is going to get hurt big time. But you are going to bear their burden also and end up burnt out and tired and fatigued and you guys are not going to progress further, friend. And then he continues to say, for what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? You notice now Paul is speaking born again language, because righteousness with lawlessness. You see that? Who are righteous today? Whoever is born again, right? And what communion as light that is in you, being a born again believer, with a person who is in darkness. And he continues, he does not stop there, because he knows this is a serious topic. And what accord has Christ with Belial? Belial means again lawlessness or darkness. What accord has he? Again he's talking born again language. Today, where does Christ dwell, my friend? In you. Christ dwells in you, and he's saying, in what accord has Christ with Belial? He makes it even simpler. Or what part has a believer with an unbeliever? How are we being saved, my friend? By believing. Is that correct? That's how we have become believers. It's not because you're born into a Christian family that you are a believer, my friend, but because you believe and confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ died for all your sins and rose again, you become a believer. And he's asking, what part has a believer with an unbeliever? And what agreement has the temple of God? He's talking again about you. Your body is the temple of the living God with idols. Oh, he's speaking strong language here. And then some of you are wondering, my body is the temple of God? See what he continues to say. For you are the temple of the living God. Wow! This is not to hurt anyone, my friend, but this is to avoid being hurt in the near future.